ancient Tibetan symbol called the Antakarana. The Antakarana is said to represent and help cultivate your higher energy centers, your higher consciousness, your connection to your higher self, or God. And what they've done is they took that symbol, they added some ridiculous squiggles to it, and they slapped a cartoon image of their imaginary virus smack in the middle. What they're telling us, right in our faces, hidden in plain sight, is that the purpose of those vaccines is to block your connection with your higher self and your God. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so a quick note about myself. I have a master's degree from the Dalhousie School of Public Health at the University of Toronto. But much more importantly, I can read and I can think for myself just like all of you, right? And it's not a complicated issue. What I'm going to share is that COVID-19 is nothing but a gigantic global fraud. We have proof of this and it's all on my website. My website is fluoridefreepeel.ca. Okay, so it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that public health officials actually have to carry out investigation and science to know if there's actually a new microbe causing disease. They don't just know these things. So there's logic-based steps that have been accepted for decades as the appropriate way of figuring these things out. The first foundational step is isolation, also known as purification. You have to separate the thing of interest from everything else in a patient sample. Once you've done that, then you can extract the genetic material from it and sequence it. You can characterize it and you can carry out controlled experiments to find out if it actually does spread disease from host to host. Without doing that step, you haven't really even begun to investigate whether there's a new virus or anything else causing disease. Nevertheless, if you read the method sections, there's many papers claiming to have isolated this virus in many countries. And if you read those papers, what you find in the methods section is that instead of isolating or purifying an alleged virus, virologists do the exact opposite. So what they do is they adulterate a patient sample with monkey kidney cells, fetal bovine serum, and toxic drugs. Then they watch for harm to the monkey cells that they themselves poisoned and starved. And once they see the predictable harm to the monkey cells, they conclude that they have proven the existence of the virus and they have isolated it, which is completely irrational, anti-scientific, and just plain dumb. So, pseudoscience is actually too dignified a word for virology. Sorry, I have to read, but I get nervous and I have to read. So, by publicly claiming that they isolated the virus, virologists give the false impression that they're carrying out these logic-based steps when they've done nothing of the sort. They also perform the completely meaningless tests. They're utterly capable of detecting any virus. They make meaningless comparisons with so-called genomes that they themselves fabricated and do not correspond to anything in nature. And they fraudulently claim that their exercises and their logic confirm the imaginary virus. Then these virologists, who are actually society's true quacks, label their man-made concoction of monkey cells, patient sample, fetal bovine serum, and toxic drugs as virus isolate. And this is what they use to develop tests and so-called therapeutics and vaccines. So this is not the application of scientific method. It has nothing to do with public health. It's wild, irrational speculation, and it's blatantly fraudulent. And this is true of virology in general, not just COVID-19. So after learning all this, what I did, I started submitting Freedom of Information requests to Canadian institutions just to verify if they actually did have any record of proper isolation or purification of the alleged virus. So far, we have responses from 31 Canadian institutions. 30 of them admitted flat out that they have no record of anyone on the planet having purified this alleged virus from any patient sample. The list includes Health Canada, where they have authorized dozens and dozens of so-called vaccines and so-called therapeutics.